Before the video starts, I want to make it clear that not all parents directly contribute to damaging their children. There are wonderful parents all over the place. In this video, I'm not addressing the wonderful parents. I'm not even addressing the bad parents. I'm aiming to help the children of abusive parents reconnect with themselves by sharing my experiences and what I have done that has helped me on my healing journey. So with that said, childhood trauma is unfortunately normal. Dysfunctional families are normal as well. It's normal to make mistakes when raising children. What is not normal and what is not okay is abuse. And I am not a licensed professional. If you are currently experiencing abuse from anyone, I encourage you to seek help from a professional. Because once again, I am just sharing what helped me heal from my past, and I hope you enjoy the video. Nobody escapes childhood trauma. It does not matter if you believe you have a perfect family or not. All families are dysfunctional at some level. Individual humans make up a family. Individual humans are not perfect. So how could the family be perfect if the parts that make up the family are not perfect? The childhood wounds that we developed in our naturally dysfunctional family distort how we see everyone and everything around us. Most importantly, however, it distorts how we see ourselves. The wound can typically be divided into 1 or 4 categories, which I like to call the Big Four. Your wound may be in just 1 or all 4 categories. Knowing your core wound or core wounds and what you did not receive in childhood will be essential in the healing process. The childhood wound is what you did not receive, and we must know what we did not receive to heal properly. We spend a lot of unconscious time trying to get this need met, and then at a conscious level, we explain that we don't know why we behave the way that we do. It is because you have abandoned the parts of yourself that need you the most, because during childhood, they were not essential for your survival. So with that being said, here are the Big Four. In childhood, we need to be seen, heard, loved, and protected. So to summarize, chances are that at some point during your childhood, your parents did not or were unable to provide 1, 2, 3, or all 4 of the Big Four. You may not have been seen, heard, loved, or protected. Because of this wound, we begin to lose our core identity. We begin to lose our relationship with ourselves. We begin to form strong belief systems like self-hate, unworthiness, and an inability to self-validate. Because of what we saw, what was done to us, and the example relationship set for us by our parents' relationship with us and their relationship with themselves, we learn to either build or damage the relationship with ourselves. This happens because as children, we have great faith in our parents' ability to care for us. We have to. We have no choice. We believe that our parents are smarter than us. So instead of being able to recognize abuse and neglect, we internalize it because we want to believe our parents have our best interests in mind and that somehow this is good for us. As children, we believe that we are unlovable and not deserving of love if we do not receive love. However, this could not be further from the truth. So we internalize the abuse and or neglect, and we learn through how our parents respond to us that we are the burden and that we are the ones to blame. Because if we did not exist, our parents would not have to suffer to take care of us. We learn that our existence is a burden. Therefore, we learn I am a bad person. The big takeaway from this point is that when our childhood wound is established, the relationship we have with ourselves becomes damaged. And we learn through our parents' response to our difficult moments how to keep it damaged. We build a fully autonomous belief system that tells us we are flawed in some capacity. We need external validation because we cannot internally validate ourselves, our lives, and our actions, which is one of the number 1 signs of trauma, external validation. This unhealthy relationship we build with ourselves only grows as time progresses. We bring to life what we place our attention on. If we always think about and focus on how we are flawed, we will bring it to life. We will seek and find out evidence of any kind that we are flawed, even though it couldn't be further from the truth. So now that we have established a background, let's see what we can do to rebuild the relationship with ourselves. We must first understand that we are physical, emotional, and spiritual beings. We need to schedule and perform separate and deliberate actions that nurture all three aspects of ourselves. We must plan to act for our physical body, emotional health, and spirit each and every day. The overall goal here is connection. You need to connect with yourself. Connecting with yourself is just as important as connecting with others. When you connect with the parts of yourself that are innately human, you will slowly learn how to engage with your own reality in a more connected way. When I say performing an action for our spirit, I mean simply doing something that makes you feel fulfilled and complete. It is one of those things that's very easy for you to do, and you sort of lose track of time doing it. Some of you already know what this is, and that's great. But for everybody else, I can't give you an answer for that question because I don't know. You need to self-reflect and think back to see all the fun things that you love to do, and then intentionally reintroduce them into your daily life. When I say do something for your body, this action does not need to be for my physical body. I'm going to go out and sprint for a whole hour nonstop. It can be if that's what you're into, but it doesn't have to be. If you are alive and watching this video, you need to know that your body has been trying its best to keep you alive and healthy with what you give it. Your body has done nothing wrong. It always tries its best for you, and now it's time for you to show your body the same love and support that it gives you, and let your body know that you're there for it too. Your body shows up for you daily, so it's time to start showing up for your body. And again, with this, I don't mean go eat a gallon of broccoli. I mean find something healthy for your body and intentionally take the time to learn how to do it, plan it out, when, where, and how, and then schedule it and complete the activity with your body. We are trying to reconnect with our bodies, learn what they need, and how to give them nourishing food and exercise that they deserve. For me, it was stretching and yoga. I would always over-exercise and would not give my body time to recover. When I started to slow down and take a breath and stretch my body, I could feel the tension leaving my body. I could feel my body telling me, yes, this is what you needed to be doing. And now I have this relationship with my body where I listen to it and I give it the things that it needs. And I do my best to take care of my body, and it does its best to take care of me. So that's just an example. But it can be as simple as doing your nails, creating a skincare routine. It can be as simple as making an effort to learn how to cook a nutritious meal for your body and then going and doing it. So now moving on to our emotional health. One of the biggest things I do for my emotional health is sit with my emotions and remove labels from them. For example, if I feel jealous or angry, I won't immediately dismiss the emotion and abandon the part of me that just feels jealous or angry. Anger is an emotion just like happiness. If you block yourself from feeling, then you trap it inside of you. We can learn in childhood to be scared of very specific emotions, but we need to learn how to let them exist. And by removing labels from my emotions, that was very helpful for me. You need to show yourself and your emotions that you are available and that they are allowed to feel whatever they want. It's not your job to control your emotions, it's your job to regulate your response to them and make them feel seen. So an activity I would like to do for this is writing. If I'm angry, I can get it all out on paper instead of yelling at someone. I'm validating my own reality and calling out my emotions as they arise. Connecting with myself and understanding that it's okay to feel how I feel. For you, this could look completely different though. It could mean going for a walk, talking with someone who doesn't dismiss your reality and feelings, or a great many other things. Get creative with new ways to connect with yourself. What's great about these activities is that they can and should easily become self-love activities, which is ultimately what we are trying to achieve for you to love yourself again. Connection. Labeling a healthy activity for your body, emotions, and spirit, and then completing it to build a relationship with yourself is a healing mechanism. You are making time for yourself and your relationship with yourself. You recognize that you have needs and are learning how to meet them. Therefore, By doing these activities, you look out for yourself and have your best interest in mind. When you say you will do a healthy activity for your body, emotional health, and spirit, plan what it is, when and where you do it, and then actually doing the healing activity, this builds trust with yourself, an essential building block of any relationship. That is why these activities are healing mechanisms. And I honestly can't speak enough about how this has really helped me. It has helped me find peace and laid the foundation for self-respect and self-love. It has enabled me to see things that cause me harm, whether it be toxic friendships, bad habits, or anything that's not within my best interests. The bad things become easier to cut out of my life because I can see that they do not serve me. So, ending out the video, if you find implementing these activities difficult, then you could believe that you are not worthy of such caring actions toward yourself. Because of this, you will have difficulty understanding the importance of making time for yourself. And that's okay though. That's what you learned how to do. You learned through what you saw and experienced that you were not worthy. But that's okay. Just trust the process and these things can change. So with that being said, I'll leave you with a quote from the amazing Jim Rohn. "I'll take care of me for you if you'll take care of you for me." And those words could not be more accurate. Thank you for watching. I hope you found value in the video, and I'll see you in the next one.